You know what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna hit it. No.
Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
Hey, MP. It's your world. We just live it.
Some noise for the NBA champions, your Utah Jazz. The head coach is Will Hardy.
Man from Boston and got a ring from with me. First in the ring and that's the ring, huh? Second ring too. To the post, get done. Second ring, Philly.
Taylor Hendricks.
Second ring.
Robinson. Let's hear it for the NBA champion, your Utah Jazz.
And the tradition of the ring ceremony, incredibly special. And what a season they can look back on. And this crowd, this arena is ready to cheer on their team tonight. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. Murray runs the point with Jones flanking him. Ingram is the 3, with Zion playing the 4. And it's Miles in at center. And for the Jazz, we've got Lauri Markkanen, George out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the 4. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Outside Jones. Murray, a screen on George. Jones from outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here are the Jazz. It's a three-point game. George passes to Markkanen. Wing shot on the way. That's good on the jumper.
Oh, you can see Markkanen's touch right there. It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. The guy is a 3-level scorer.
Williamson with it. Kessler with a rebound. First quarter of play, a minute in. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Ingram. To the middle. Here's Williamson. Utah grabs the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Jones against George. Pass to Hendricks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the elbow jumper.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Ingram, the pass to Jones. Here's Miles. Three-pointer. Second chance shot. Can't capitalize inside.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Outside Robinson. Drives to the hoop. For 3, George. And another miss by Utah.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy, and we got right to it. The question of how do you stop Zion? From what Coach told me, it's all about being physical. He said, we're not going to let him run us over in the lanes or just stomp us inside. We're going to fight back hard. So it sounds like Coach is expecting high effort physically from his team.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Hendricks. To the paint. Here's Kessler. Sweet little floater.
Defensive pressure simply not enough to deter Kessler in that instance.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
And Utah has possession. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Now Robinson. Last game out, 36 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, it's stolen away. Now the Pelicans in transition. Now here's Williamson. He's covered closely. Outside Murray. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Jazz. Pass to George. Now here's Robinson. Covered by Williamson. Williamson against Robinson. Jones comes with a double team. Here's Hendricks. And it's all tied up.
But this is why people like to play with Mr. Markkanen. This guy is a solid passer out of that forward spot.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Here they come. Score, Utah Jazz dancing.
All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. The Jazz in second. In third, New Orleans.
Both teams were very aggressive defensively, and that led to a lot of steals and a lot of runouts.
Outside Murray. Kessler with a rebound.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Robinson can't hit.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Outside Murray. Back to Williamson. Uses the glass on the layup. Williamson's got his second basket of the game.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
Kessler, a screen on Jones. Here's George. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Jones' shot is good. Jones has got his second basket on the night.
Just owning the painted area.
I can't find
If
a
it's working,
mismatch.
no need to change.
I can't find
Kessler,
a
a screen.
mismatch.
And he's going for the oop here. Here's Miles. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for New Orleans.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Miles up again. He can't get that one to fall. Jazz trail by 5. Robinson into the lane. Pass to Hendricks. Robinson in the post. He's against Murray. Robinson can't hit.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Here's Murray. And again, New Orleans no good.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Kessler a screen. Here's Robinson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Graham, with the way MP's career has played out so far, he's already creeping towards the upper echelon of all-time greats.
Well, he's not at the top quite yet. But with the way he's played and the trajectory he's on, there's no question that he's up there with all the other superstars who played the game.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. New Orleans leading by 3. Here's Hawkins. Pass to Messi. Outside Murray. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
What are you doing?
And here's Williamson. Pass to Hawkins. Now here's Williamson. Here's Messi. Tries again. And he takes it up and lays it in. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now here's Markkanen.
Top.
Rebounded by Ingram.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
Big.
Murray, no good.
And they're winning despite his poor showing offensively. Some nights, your teammates have to carry it. The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Murray. His last outing, he had 20. And he drops it in from the low post.
Hopefully that settles him down after starting the game 0 for 6.
Robinson with it. Give him 8 points now. Blocked.
Oh shit,
Ingram
again.
against Markkanen. Ingram, the pass to Murray. It's hauled in by Robinson.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammates have pitched in big time.
Yep, that one goes.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
New Orleans in the lead. Now Murray, pass to Messi. Williamson looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Murray from outside. Again, the miss by Murray.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Nope.
Here's Robinson. 10 points for him. Pass to Kessler. Murray brings the double. Kessler finds Robinson. Here's Hendricks. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Williamson outside. And here's Murray. He's covered by Kessler. And New Orleans making a change here.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Utah trailing here. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well
over
to
you.
send it back.
And let's send it over to Ali LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, Che in their last time out against the Nets put on a show. He had 36 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Wagner with a screen on Williams. Pure from three-point range.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Newton. And here's Robinson. Pass to Williams.
Come on, look at me, Ali. Oh, God.
puts it in from 14 feet away.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Hawkins. Robinson defending. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Lets it fly. Nice jump shot. Ingram's got his second bucket of the night.
Ooh.
17 seconds left in the opening quarter. Now here's Robinson. 12 points for him. Richards with a screen. Pass to Newton. Lets the three fly. Hits the three-pointer. And the Jazz lead by 1. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Jazz leading by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So the Pelicans 5 right now. We've got Brandon Ingram, Trey Murphy out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Hawkins in at the point. Outside for Ingram. Pass to Hawkins for 3.
Bullshit.
Sinks the tray.
Bullshit.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
Newton, good.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
Pass to Messi. Back to Ingram. Now Wagner, covered by Richards. Here's Ingram. Richards pulls it in. Jazz leading by 3.
He's gone.
Inside. Here's Newton. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Pass to Wagner. Here's Hawkins. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. But he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Over to the wing. Takes the 3. Richards pulls it in. Utah's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And it's Robinson penetrating. Filipowski, pass to Robinson. Here's Filipowski. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Filipowski's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Top of the key jumper, no good. Utah has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Robinson can't
Bullshit.
hit. Pelicans trail by 4. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. Utah, number 1.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding. And that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
Hendricks has checked in for Utah. And a change for the Pelicans. Jones has checked in. Right wing. Back to Robinson. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Back to Ingram.
Shoot that.
Again, New Orleans no good. Utah leading by 6. And a big finish by Robinson.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Murray's checked in for the Pelicans. He's perfect from the line this time. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. 6-point lead. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And the Pelicans miss again.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
No, reset.
Newton can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 8.
Come on, man. Listen.
Outside Ingram. Baseline jumper.
Of course.
Good. Ingram's got 6.
Nice touch from the mid-range. Ingram looking confident, rising up and shooting from there.
There's a screen for 3. George.
Bang.
He's off on that one. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Outside Ingram. Here's Murray. Here's Misi.
Come on, man. Stop letting the man that come in.
Right through.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Kessler a screen. Pass to Newton. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Kicks it out to Martin. Launches it. Here's Hendricks.
Finish
from
that.
the arc. Pelicans cleared away.
Yo,
Misi's
Kessler,
got 5 rebounds in the game.
finish those things. No reason for you to pass it out.
Outside Ingram.
Don't
To the
pull
inside.
that from you.
Misi. Back to Ingram.
The length of Ingram poses issues for defenders, which is why he gets fouled a lot.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting for New Orleans, Brandon Ingram. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Ingram.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram doesn't get enough credit for his growth as a free throw shooter. He shot below 70% from the line in his first 3 seasons, but since then, he hasn't dipped below 80.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. And the Pelicans also making a change. Zion Williamson is checked in for Hawkins. Both free throws good from Ingram. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like
Good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've
really
emphasized ball movement here today.
Now Ingram. Give him 8 points now. Outside Jones. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Jones has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Utah leading by 3. George passes to Kessler. Here's Collier. From deep. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Murray. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Murray's got 5 now.
and using the pick and roll to perfection. I love how crafty Murray is in these situations.
Jones against George. Down low. Here's Kessler. Pass to Hendricks. From behind the arc. Drops in the three. Hendricks has got his second bucket on the night.
Oh, Walker Kessler showing you his passing ability. Nicely done.
Here's Misi. Here's Williamson. Oh, Zion! Just a bully inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
That's good from Williamson. We're just a few games into the new year, Doris. How important is it for a team to start off strong?
I think, B.A., it's hugely important. What we've learned historically is that the first 20 games are a good indicator for success. And obviously, if you're younger, can your confidence waver if you get off to a tough start? Veterans can absorb it a little bit better. But to me, those first 20 games, big time important.
And so he's able to get one of two.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
To the inside.
Here's
Hendricks, defended by Jones. George outside, from outside the arc. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got rebound number 8 now. And here's Murray. 5 points in the game. Outside Jones. Fires the three. The rebound by the Jazz. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Now here's George, coming off a 16-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Fires from way outside. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Murray. Shoots over Collier. He nails it, and we're tied. Murray's got 7 points.
Over the years, Murray has continued to embrace a bigger role.
Are you going to stub it back in?
He's got so much confidence right now.
For 3, Collier. Kessler, great positioning on the putback.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
1:52 left in the second.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Inside. A nice shot by Hawkins. 7 points in the game.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
George outside. Markkanen outside. Oh, the soft touch from Markkanen, the 7-footer.
You have got to be willing to close when Markkanen is out on the perimeter. His shot will punish you because it's a sweet shooting stroke.
What's that play call?
Outside Jones. Out to the right wing. Williamson inside. Comes up empty down low.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
That's good for Markkanen. What growth from Lowry Markkanen, Doris. The 2023 Most Improved Player Award winner.
Yeah, you think about it. Markkanen entered the league at just 20 years of age. You forget how young these guys are sometimes. But Markkanen finds a great situation where he's a featured part of an offense, and then he makes an all-star team.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Williams comes in for Hendricks. It's both from the stripe.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Now here's Williamson. He had 19 points in the win against Houston.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing. You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
George feels it out a bit. 23 seconds left in the first half. This one for 3. The rebound by Murray.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
From the stripe. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Utah ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column. Check that out. Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
You watch them, they have competing styles, man. But the net effect, at least offensively, is very, very similar.
Pretty crazy how easy it is for these guys to score.
They make it look easy, Ernie. It ain't.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Utah leading by 3. We've got Walker Kessler, Keontae George out there with Lauri Markkanen, and it's Robinson in at point guard. That's the group for Utah right now. Here's Hendricks. Kessler, a screen on Williamson. To the paint. Pass to Hendricks. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Miles has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Hey, yo, right here. Get the perimeter.
Williamson against George. Here's Murray. Utah grabs the miss. It's George on the wing, covered by Ingram. Now Robinson. Back to George. It's Markkanen on the wing. Robinson on the wing. Kessler, a screen on Murray. Here's Robinson. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Robinson's got 18 points in the game.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Kicks it to George. Fires for three. Jones with some nice D.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Williamson. Good D by Kessler.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Back to Robinson. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Pelicans trail by 7.
Let's go.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Outside Ingram. Here's the three. Fires in the triple. He's got 11.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Hendricks, no good. The Pelicans have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, hard-nosed play from Ingram. Getting in tight.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA...
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Miles. Murray from outside. Knocks it down from distance.
My bad.
Murray's got 10.
In terms of volume and accuracy, Murray has shown a lot of growth with his three-point shot since entering the league.
George passes to Markkanen. Here's Hendricks, covered by Williamson. Markkanen misses. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and that's a one-game homestand for the club.
That, folks, is what you call putting pressure on the defense. You love to see Markkanen put it on the deck and draw the contact.
Come on,
He's gone 2
man.
for 2 at the line so far. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there.
Unusual for him. He'd been in a groove from the line.
Jones, pass to Murray. Williamson up top. He's got 9. Outside Jones for the lead.
Why?
Utah with the rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Kessler up top. Back to Robinson. Kessler a screen. Fires the 3. And another miss by Utah. The Pelicans have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Richards has checked in for Kessler. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Jones, the pass to Miles.
Whoa.
Murray looking around. Shot clock at 6. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Utah leading. Here's Newton. Give him 8. Robinson passes to Markkanen. The Jazz again can't hit. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Outside Murray. It's blocked. Back to Robinson. Pass to Hendricks to stop the drought. And another miss by Utah. Well, New Orleans shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. for the lead. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. This will be his third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, free throws were an issue for him in their last contest. He just couldn't find the mark.
Pass to Richards. Now here's Robinson. Richards with a screen. And a big finish by Robinson. Here in the second half, these teams still... neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
The Pelicans trail. Williamson left side. Outside Ingram. Pass to Murray. The three. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Hendricks. On target from range. Now it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
His first triple of the second half. That makes...
Is that what?
3 for the game.
Here's Miles. And here's Murray. Williamson outside. Tipped away. Robinson with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Kicks it out to Markkanen. 3-pointer. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pulls up. And again, New Orleans, no good. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Jazz.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
And that is the sweet spot for Murray's J, the in-between area there.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all three levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot.
Here we go, man. Here we go.
While putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed. I just love the ball movement.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. Number 1, the Jazz. In third, New Orleans.
This is going to be a shooting contest as much as it is anything else. We know both of these teams are capable of racking up some huge point totals.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. On offense, here's Utah. Big run right now for him, 11-2. To the left side wing, Newton. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Hawkins. He's got 7. Pass to Miles. Outside Murray.
Okay.
The rebound by Filipowski. Jazz leading by 8. Robinson passes to Richards. Here's Newton. He's got 11. Outside Robinson. Takes a 3. Counted from distance. Robinson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's Murray. He's got 12. Count the basket.
And check out Murray making trouble for the defense. They just couldn't keep up.
Pass to Robinson. And he drives in. Richards with it. And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And it's Utah with the ball. Here's Newton. 5 to shoot. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Murray against Robinson. Hook loose. Pass to Richards. To the middle. Here's Newton. It's tipped.
Pass it back to me, man. Why would you not pass it back to me?
Here's Miles.
Oh, my
Nice
bad.
shot by Hawkins.
My bad.
Hawkins has got 9 points.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Outside, Williams. Over Ingram. Williams misses.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Newton. And the 3 off target. Pelicans trail by 9.
Utah foul. Robinson.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Pass to Hawkins. A minute 53 left in the third quarter. Buries it from 3.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Richards with a screen. Here's Robinson. That one falls. Robinson's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Pass to Messi. Now here's Williamson. The three is up. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Now here's Richards, guarded closely. Pass to Filipowski. The three. He buries it from 3. And it's an 11-point Utah lead.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Williamson outside.
Hey, what? Oh, you ordered Uber?
Tries to break his ice. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
First free throw is good. A different look here for Utah. Kessler comes in for Richards. And it's George in for Robinson. Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Even as much as we've seen him, we still marvel at the power of Zion around the basket. It's hard for a defender to deal with this kind of strength.
Now here's George. Still without a bucket. Connects from downtown.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Hawkins, the pass to Williamson. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Physically, there's just no way to match up with Zion, especially now that he can go to the right hand.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Good on both. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. George with it. Pass to Collier. Let's go with a 3. And so it's the Utah Jazz ending the quarter up 10. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. Back to the game after this break. This is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And it's Murray with the ball for the Pelicans. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Trey Murphy out there with Herb Jones. Then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Murray. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Here's Collier, defended by Murray. Pass to Williams. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 12.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Jones. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul goes team foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Herbert Jones. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Second free throw, no good.
Here in the second half, they've really gone cold from the line, and it's hurting their chances.
George outside. Six on the shot clock. 4-3. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
There's a screen. Jones from outside. Hits the trifecta.
Jones.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Now George. Pass to Newton. Back to George. The 3-ball.
Doing oh, sorry, George.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. The ball's knocked loose.
Yeah, let's go. Pass it to George. Pass it to George. Finish that, my boy.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. Robinson comes in for Williams.
Team foul.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Pass to Hawkins. Here's Misi. He's covered by Kessler. Here's Hawkins. Beyond the arc. Kessler with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And out of bounds, the Pelicans will take it. Utah making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in.
Wearing number 23.
Pelicans trail by 15. Launches a 3. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Robinson, a screen on Jones. Markkanen for 3. They get it again.
Oh.
Finish by Robinson.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And here's New Orleans now, following the bucket by Utah. Outside Murray. Can they get it? And again, no good by New Orleans.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Robinson passes to Kessler. Jones against Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Here's Hendricks. And it's all from three-point range. Pelicans trail by 17. Jones from outside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Newton. Here's Hendricks. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Okay.
And the Jazz lead by 17. Back to Murray. From downtown, Newton pulls it in.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
And here's Robinson. Here's Hendricks. Hits the front of the rim and out. Jones against Markkanen. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's good from Jones.
Shooting for New Orleans, Herbert Jones.
Jones hits them both. Utah leading by 15. Outside Robinson. Pass to Hendricks. The three is up. There's another rebound. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
Here's Hawkins. Outside Ingram. Here's Miles. Here's Hawkins. Robinson defending. Clock at 4. Pass to Ingram. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Newton. Robinson, a screen on Ingram. Markkanen for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Hawkins, the pass to Jones. Here's Hawkins. Fires
My
from
bad.
deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Robinson into the lane. Markkanen outside. Here's Hendricks. Offensive board. From the arc. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
Herb Jones picks one up. And he hits the first of 3. And the Pelicans making a change here. Murray's checked in. And the second free throw is good. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. Pass to Murray. Back to Ingram. Now here's Murray. The 3 is up. Kessler with a rebound.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
Here's Robinson, and stolen by Williamson.
Huh.
Here's Hawkins. Pass to Williamson. Nabbing another steal.
Give him back that.
And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Robinson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Miles has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Murray with it. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Williamson.
Ooh, shit.
Punch it home.
Nice. And that's what we've come to expect from Zion. Exactly.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. And here's Robinson. Here's Hendricks. The 3 ball. Drains the triple. Hendricks has got 6 here in the quarter.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And the shot goes down. Murray's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, the closer he gets, the deadlier Murray can be. He just enjoys working close in.
Now Robinson. Over to the left wing. Lets it go. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And the Jazz lead by 18.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Murray passes to Ingram. Back to Murray. Kessler with a rebound.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Outside Robinson. To the inside. Robinson on the wing. And again, it's Utah.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nailed all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight.
Timeout, timeout. Start it.
I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. George, he's checked in for Utah. And the Pelicans also making a change. Jones, he's checked in. For Hawkins. And here's Murray. Outside Jones. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Well, when you list the best players in the NBA right now, Doris, most of the top guys are from outside the U.S.
B.A., I don't know why that is. There's a lot of theories out there, one of which is the 1992, the initial Dream Team, so captivated the imagination of fans across the world. So I think that's part of it. We have to love that the game of basketball is so popular in countries outside of the United States, and we would be making a mistake if we did not give the league the credit it deserves for wanting to grow the game internationally. It has not been solely and exclusively focused here in the United States. They want everyone to love the game as much as we do.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Williamson. Outside for Ingram. George with a steal. Robinson with it. Checked by Murray. Robinson passes to George. Back to Robinson. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter here. Markkanen with it. Defended by Murray. Takes a 13-footer. Miles with a rebound. Miles has got 9 rebounds now.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Jazz.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Che.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Now here's Williamson. Clock at 6.
Yeah, hard not to foul Zion inside. He's just so broad and so aggressive.
And he knocks down the first one.
Zion Williamson taking 2 shots.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Richards with a screen. Robinson passes to Richards. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Knocks it loose. Robinson with a steal. Pass to Williams. Now here's Robinson. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciate.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Wins pay the bills, baby.